Good morning, everybody. We're going to just wait for some others to join the Zoom meeting, and then we'll get started, hopefully within the minute. Okay, we're going to get started. It's about that time. So this is going to be a Q&A session. So those that signed up for this, when you signed up, you put in what you wanted to have your question be or question answered. And I'm going to go through that list now. And then if we do get through that in a timely fashion, I will go through the chat and see if there's any additional questions that you may have. But a lot of these questions I reviewed this morning are pretty common. A lot of you asked the same thing, so I'm going to go through those answers for you, and hopefully this helps everybody out. So the first question that we had was from someone that said, "I have a few hundred people who are scheduled to get the Monday morning coffee, but it only looks like 8 emails went out." So if you had Monday morning coffee assigned and set up and only a few went out, there could be a couple of reasons for that. The main thing I would recommend checking is your email address and make sure that it is accurate or the client's email address is in the system. But you can go in and click on the clients in the Monday morning coffee and it'll show you who is set up to receive and the email address that should be sent. So you can review this list and see who was receiving it. The other possibility is that they were added after the last Monday morning coffee was sent out, so they might not have the most current version. So if you added them on, let's say Tuesday or Wednesday, they're not going to receive their first Monday morning coffee until the following week. So you want to double check that. The other possibility is that they've opted out of receiving emails. So there's a couple different reasons, why somebody would not receive an email from the client creator system or from you through the client creator system. But you can check here. Again, it's in the Monday morning coffee section. You go on the client list. That'll show you everybody that's in your system that's going to receive it. And you can also go into the client manager and go into any specific client here, and you'll see under the section where it says emails, you'll see all of the emails that have been sent to the client, and it'll show you, who, when they received the last message, if they've opted out, any other information like that. So you'll see here, this one shows that the Monday morning coffee was sent out yesterday, the date and time that it was sent out. So that's ways to double check that. And again, just make sure that their email address is listed in the proper section in their client details, and they should be receiving the Monday morning coffee. Next question was, how do we assign email and text follow-ups to the lead capture pages? Is that done automatically? The answer is yes, it's done automatically. Our team sets up the lead capture pages and they assign an email and a text campaign. I covered this in the lead capture page system, but there's a couple ways to see this. You can go into the website manager and you can go into any lead capture page that you have on here. And if you go under the options section, you'll see email and text campaigns on the left, and that'll show you the campaigns that are assigned on there. The current default email campaigns, the 4-step home buyers, telling you that it is already assigned to this lead capture page. If you wanted to change it, obviously you can select any of these ones that are in your system. You can reassign an email and or a text. Again, I'm going to go through the client manager again, just to show you that you can verify that a client is on a campaign. If you click on the email and text campaign. If they are assigned to an email campaign, you will see that here. It'll show right here under the system. I'll add a campaign to this client just so you can see what it will see. I'll just do a general buyer campaign. So you will see a section just like this where it says general buyer campaign. Last message sent on it. It'll tell you the date. So this shows that you will have a email campaign assigned to this particular client. I'm going to remove that so we don't remove any messages. Okay, so those two questions were pretty common on how to sign and see text campaigns and where they are in the process. And again, it will show you the last message that was sent to that client from the summary screen. Next question we get is, are we able to use and modify websites for FSBOs to use for listings in MLS? And the answer is yes. We have a website specifically for, if you go to create a website, there's one right down here for a listing. If you have a listing, you can go through the listing section, and this will help you generate a lead capture page for any of your listings. So you can add that information here, and there is a tutorial under the video manager on how to add that. Now, the other option is that you can integrate IDX into your system, and this will automatically generate the listings for you. Now, this is an additional cost. It is charged by the Realtor board that you subscribe to, but this will import all of your listings, and you can even have your office listings imported into the system so that you can generate lead capture pages automatically from that data. It is a monthly fee if you want to have that. This will also provide you with the ability to have homes for sale in your market area or in your MLS, or if you needed a way to send clients homes for sale specific data, or ways to search for homes for sale. So this is an additional option. You do not need it, but this is just the convenience if you want to do that and generate lead capture pages for your listings right from the Realtor board information automatically. So again, this will pull in all of the data from your Realtor board into your Client Creator account, and then you can easily generate lead capture pages with a click of a button to pull in all of that information. So if you want to view the samples, you can click on this view sample page. It'll show you how all of that works. And again, if you do want to sign up for that, it is $84.99 per month. And this provides that data feed in. And again, this is not charged by us on Client Creator. This is charged by the Realtor board directly. So just know this is not us, unfortunately. If we could give it to you for free, we absolutely would, but they charge us for the service. So if we need to do that, we need to have you pay for that. Okay, the next one was how do I see any of the past training sessions that we missed? If you missed any of our videos or trainings, everything is located under our video library. So everything is recorded and posted to the video library. You can select on here. We have multiple training options of how to use. This has training on every single area in Client Creator. So you can go through any of these for any refreshers or how to use. If you're not sure how to do something, this walks you through every single area in Client Creator step by step. So you can come through here first, or you can go to, if you actually want to visit or view the training sessions that we've had, you can click on the Zoom meetings, and this will have all of the Zoom meetings that we have previously had, and you can catch up on any of those, or if you want to refresh as well. After this meeting is over, obviously I will post that in here, so that'll be an option for you as well. Google marketing leads, or Google leads, they put, if they choose a 4-bedroom home, is my account connected to the MLS that they automatically get the listings? No. Any type of homes for sale or follow-up would need to be done by you, the realtor. We do not send them any homes for sale or any advertisements. So once the lead is generated from a lead capture page, That's pretty much when we take a step back and you take over and start your follow-up process. So if they're looking for 4-bedroom homes, 3-bedroom homes, if they're a first-time home buyer, if they're looking to sell, whatever that may be, you need to do the follow-up with that. They are put on the drip campaigns, as we mentioned, and they are receiving the Monday morning coffee newsletters, but that's the extent of our follow-up process in Client Creator, just on the campaign side. Any details, homes for sale, any additional information you might need to get them, you would need to, to reach out to them directly and get them that information. So again, we do not provide any home lists, any homes available for sale, nothing like that. So you would need to integrate that in your follow-up process with Client Creator. Um, how can I see what my clients, where they are in the campaigns? I think I did just cover that, but if you go into your client manager and go into any of the details of other clients, you'll be able to see where they were. Again, I'll add the campaign just so you can see real quick. Fire campaign. I'm gonna add this back in. But this will tell you the last message was sent on, and underneath of it will tell you the message that was sent. So you'll be able to see where they are. And if you go into the campaign, you'll be able to see the dates that they're going to be. So I just assigned this campaign today. So obviously their first message is going to be this one. And then they're going to receive this one on 9/5. And then this one on 9/7. So you'll be able to tell what messages are going to go out and what dates. You also see that their last date's going to be to receive this campaign is going to be on September 30th. So this gives you the full schedule of messages that will be sent out and the details of any of these messages. We did cover this under the email and text campaign Zoom meeting. So if you need a refresher on that, you can do that. But pretty quickly, if you want to see where they are, you can see the messages and the dates that this client will receive the message. Can I still email and text non-verified clients? The short answer is yes, you can. Even if they are not verified, you are still able to email and text them. However, they have not officially opted into receiving messages. So be careful if you're contacting them, because they have gone through the system, especially if you imported people into your Client Creator system. If they're not verified or they have not opted in, it could reflect negatively on your email status. So when you send out emails, if you're sending out valid emails to emails that people want to receive, that's obviously going to reflect well on your email rating. But if people start reporting you as spam or that they did not want to receive messages from you, that's going to obviously, be a negative thing towards your email reputation. So while you can email and text them, I would just be cautious and maintenance your client list and your communication as needed, because you obviously don't want to get too many spam reportings, because then even the people who want to receive your messages may start getting your emails sent to the spam folder only because your email rating has gone down. So that's something that you have to manage in the Client Creator system. Your account is something that you have to to maintain, make sure you're sending out good emails. So that's part of the entire process. But to answer your question quickly, yes, you can send out messages even if they are not verified. How long are we going to be placing the ads on marketing for us on Client Creator? As long as you have an account as long as you have a marketing budget set up with us, our team will be doing all of the advertising for you. Some of you are still on your free trial. Some of you are paying members. So as long as you have an active account, that is what our team is doing for you. So as long as some of you may not have a marketing budget, we'll still be posting for you. It just will not be promoted posts. So obviously that's going to make it tougher to generate buyer and seller leads. But as part of the Client Creator membership options, we are going to be doing all of the posting and marketing for you. How do we use AI for marketing? This is a pretty common question now. Our team is already utilizing AI with our ads, with how we place them and how we get them to display on social media. So we're utilizing that on our side with our systems as well as within the client creator system, client creator platform. But what happens is obviously if we're placing an ad to somebody's social media, they've been searching or have searched for a for a home in your market area or have shown interest in buying or selling a home in your market area. And it's displaying your ads in their social media feeds, whether it be Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google searches, all of the platforms that we have integrated into your account are used for that purpose. Said this before in an explanation. If you've been you search for something on the internet to buy, and then all of a sudden you see ads for that type of product or similar products on your social media feeds, that's how our ads are appearing for your potential buyers and sellers. So they're searching for homes or interested in searching for homes, and the target is your market area. They're going to start to see your ads. So all of that gets integrated in the algorithms that are used to place the ads in Client Creator. Do we have any introductory materials regarding social media for those of us who have never used Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook? No, we don't train on how to use social media in that way. The only thing we do is help you get your account set up so that we can integrate it with your client creator account. And then we use those social media platforms to use for in your advertising. But we don't train how to use each of those platforms for you. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there that probably would be able to show you how to use those if you're looking to use them personally or, to expand on what we're doing on social media. You can absolutely do that. But yeah, we don't train on those platforms because obviously we're not really affiliated with those on those platforms. We just utilize them in our marketing. We do have some training videos on how to do marketing for social media, but again, that's all based within the client creator system and not really showing you directly how to do that within social media platforms. Okay, the next one is how do I see ads that are placed on my social media, and how can I set up Google Analytics? Okay, so the easiest place to see the ads that you've had on your social media is one on your social media platforms themselves. You can go into Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and you can see the ads that are placed. But if you're in Client Creator, you could just click on this little graph right here, ads placed, and this will show you a history of the ads that were placed on your system. Now, this is a test account, so we just did it when we were doing training. Back in August, we posted this ad on our social media. So this will be, quite a few ads and quite a few dates, but this will tell you the complete ad history in your account, so that you can see what has been placed, what is running, currently what has been placed this week or in previous weeks. The other question is regarding Google Analytics. So if you have a Google Analytics account, you can add that into your account settings. So if you go into account and then under options, you'll see Google Analytics. Okay, so this is where you will paste your custom Google Analytics code into your client creator account. So you would have to log into your Google Analytics and then go under the tracking code. This is called a tracking code, and paste that right into this section here. Now, just as a hint, it should start with the script and end with the slash script. So that's going to know, you're going to know that you're going to have the full Google Analytics code. And then you'll just paste that into this section. And then once you have that in here, it typically will take 24 to 48 hours for data to start filtering into your Google Analytics. So it does take some time to start sending and receiving data, but it typically 24 to 48 hours, you start to see some different things show up in there. If you're not sure if you have the correct code, don't put anything in here. Send it to our support team so that they can analyze the code, make sure it's correct. Because if you do put in something wrong, it can really mess up your page. It could potentially make it so that it doesn't display. And unfortunately, script code is very, very sensitive. Even if you're missing one little letter or one little character, it can become invalid. So if you're not 100% sure or not comfortable, just send it to our support team. Say, hey, this is the Google Analytics code that I got. Can you check it and put it into our account? And our team will take care of that for you. And just put it in set it up on your account. And again, it'll take 24 to 48 hours, but you'll start to see all of the data in there. Side note, again, we don't train on how to use Google Analytics. That's a separate platform. So you should be already familiar with Google Analytics, but if you want to learn, again, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there that'll show you the basics of Google Analytics. It does provide quite a bit of information, some good, some little overkill. But if you're really, if you're looking for some deep information on where your ads are being clicked on, how they're getting clicked on, who's clicking on them, it really provides some of that in-depth type of stuff. Okay, how do I remove a dashboard notice? So I'm not sure exactly what the dashboard notice you're referring to on this one, but if it's something like this where it says update needed, that means our team needs something. So you would have to click on select here, and you'll see this one has two sections. It's got images and logos and social media section. So if you go in here, you would have to go in and update the information that's needed. And then once you update that information, the notice should be gone. And our team, if you update the information, our team will go in and make sure that it's what we needed. And if it's not, they'll put a message back out on your account as well as put the update needed. But if it is right, they will remove the notification from your account. If you're talking about some of the other ones that appear up here, like our announcements and stuff like that, there should be a little dismiss button on the lower right-hand corner of it. It should just be like a minus sign that says dismiss. You can click on that, and that will dismiss any of the notices that are put up on here. Now, if we do have new notices or new announcements that have come up, those will show up again, just so you're made aware of them, and then you can click on dismiss after you've read it if you don't want to see it again. Okay, is there any way to change the signature for my Monday Morning Coffee newsletter? Yes, absolutely. So the signature they're referring to, and I'm just going to go back into Monday Morning Coffee, and I'm just going to preview this one. So here's the Monday Morning Coffee, and then they're talking about the signature right down here. So if you want to change that signature right here, okay, so you're going to go under Account, and then Options, and then Signature. So this signature is going to be your default signature. So you can see this one right up here. And this is the signature that's in the Monday Morning Coffee. So you can modify this by just clicking on the edit and change it however you want. And then this will be the signature that appears on your Monday Morning Coffee. But again, this is your default signature, so it's going to appear on all of your emails that go out, on your campaigns, all of your messages that go out on Client Creator. So Monday Morning Coffee does use the default signature. So if you want to change it, you can absolutely do that, and you can change it right here. But again, it's going to be on Monday Morning Coffee, but it's also going to go on your email campaigns as well, and your communication that goes out as well. So that's how you can change your signature. There is the option too to add additional signatures. Some people like to have multiple signatures like we have here. If you have one for a buyer, one for a seller, you can put that information here. And then when you set up the campaign, you can choose the specific signature that you want to use for any of the messages that go out. Again, if you have questions, if you're not sure what the campaigns or how to set those up, we do have that video training under the email and text campaign system so that you can check that out. I do cover the multiple signatures and how to set up a signature in that training. Okay. Other than spending more money, how can I drive more traffic and generate more leads? Spending more money is probably going to be the answer to that. The more your ads are seen, the more traffic you're going to generate. And Google Ads works basically like this. If you have, let's say, excuse me, if you have $100 a month budget, let's break it down into weeks. It's about $25 a week. That typically is only going to generate, or is going to have ads run for maybe 2 days, possibly two and a half. Um, so obviously, the more your ads are going to run per week, the more traffic is going to be generated from it. If you can stretch that to maybe 4 days a week, obviously you're going to double your traffic, double your leads. Exposure obviously is the key with marketing. Consistency is the key with marketing. The percentages of somebody clicking on your ad the very first time that they see the ad are usually lower. The second time, obviously, it increases. Third time is typically when the engagement occurs. So obviously, we want to try to have your ads displaying as much as possible in people's social media pages as often as possible. So while $100 is the typical recommended budget, obviously, if you can financially afford to do more per month, that's going to be the way to generate, more leads for you. Um, but again, this is not going to be a financial hardship in any way. If you can't, then we work with the budget that you supply to us. So don't feel pressured to do, more budget, more than you can afford. It does take time and consistency. There's nothing about that. So they get, again, that's a primary reason why we give you 120 days of this, because marketing takes time to get started and run consistently. And as the leads are generated in the first 30 days, 60 days are not even going to compare to the leads that have been going to be generated after 4 or 5 months of marketing. You're going to have that consistency out there now. Ads are going to be displayed more recently, so that's going to work out better for you. So it does take time to get things rolling with ads and people seeing your ads on a consistent basis. But that's what we're aiming to do. We're aiming to get those ads in front of those people multiple times, because that's when they start to do the engagement. So again, you know, increase your budget if you feel that you're comfortable with that. If you're not, leave it where it is. We'll work with that. Just give it some time, and you will start to generate your leads. Um, the leads I've received have been slightly outside my market area. How can I fix that? Check your marketing area. Now, we typically put, I'm going to go into this one just to show you. If you go into real estate information, market area information, state you work in, market area, top 3 cities in your market area. So this is the areas that we typically work with. And what we'll do is we will start with maybe a 10-mile radius outside of each of these cities, just to make sure that we're covering a blanket across all of these areas. Sometimes, obviously, it will stretch into cities that might be slightly out of your market area. It's not uncommon, but we'll typically tighten that up as much as possible, especially if you're generating more leads outside of your area than within your area. So if that's the case, just let us know. You can send the support ticket in, and then we'll tighten it up a little bit. We might remove some of the radius that's on there, and just try to tighten up your market area a little bit. We might make this down to 1 city or 2 cities and just put a radius around that, just so it stays within the geographical area of where your market area is. So we'll make some modifications to that. But again, when we first start out, when you first set up your account, we usually do about a 10-mile radius outside of the market area, just to make sure that it's covering all of it. But again, it can generate leads that are slightly outside of your area. Now, if you do receive leads outside of your area, even maybe possibly for another state, um, you can still send those leads to somebody. You could find a real estate agent that might be working in that area. We have some real estate agents, that's all they do. That they just get leads in areas and then they sell them to, or they say, hey, if you generate this lead, if it turns into a buyer or a seller, get a percentage of it. And that's what they do. So they don't even really work the leads in their area. They just find real estate agents that will do that and get a percentage of that. So if you do receive a lead outside of your market area, search a real estate agent that maybe is a top producer in that area. See if they'd be interested in receiving that lead, and if they are, work it out however you like. I mean, you can give it to them, or you can say, work it out differently. But yeah, if you still receive a lead, don't discard it. Try to still generate some type of revenue from that, and or possibly transfer it over to another real estate agent. The other one is, when we get leads, where do we find them? Well, this is hopefully very few people are asking this, but Client Manager is where you find all of your leads. And this is what you should be going into daily. You want to make sure that once you receive a notification on leads, and then you're coming into your Client Manager to get the details. You want to follow up on these. You want to check on these. I would say a couple times a week. But again, it's up to you and how you're running your real estate business. But you find all of your leads and manage all of your leads in the Client Manager. Again, this is where you're going to see the details, what campaign they're on, if you need to communicate with them, whatever it may be, what they're looking for, any details like that. So all of the clients that you receive are located in your Client Manager. But again, you want to try to follow up on these as much as possible. Check on the leads. You also want to manage people who have opted out. And again, I covered this in the Clients Manage section, but if you want to see anybody that's opted out of receiving your emails, you click on this opt out and it'll populate all of the people that have opted out. So that way that you're not going to be sending emails out to them or communicating with them anymore. Okay, again, if we missed any, we covered a lot of questions in there. I appreciate them. And we're going to do another Q&A and probably in the next 2 weeks. But if you have any ones that we did not cover, or you have any other questions that you want to get our team to ask, just send a support request in to support@clientcreator.com or under the support tab right up here. You can click on that and send a message, or even send a text message. The training library is always available to you as well. How to use has very good information on each section of the Client Creator. We covered that, as well as the Zoom training. So you can cover any previous Zoom meetings that we've had. All right, everyone, I appreciate your questions. And again, if you have any other ones we did not cover, just send a support ticket in. But we'll have our next Q&A probably in the next couple of weeks, and we'll send out a notification. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.